I wouldn't say it's all that high up in Saskatoon right now in terms of the Saskatchewan Huskies and how their season wound up, ending up tied for last with a 2-6 record with the Manitoba Bisons.
Basically, we are in the show me stage. You're right. Scott Fleury's going to have to earn his keep, see if the message that he can put forth to his players takes hold. He can kind of put his stamp on some of the guys he thinks will fit into his program.
Opening game between the Golden Bears and the Huskies here on the Canada West Football Showcase. A good crowd here, and they are already fired up as the Huskies look to bounce back from a disappointing season last year. Siemens, Mackart in behind him. Kind of crossed up. Siemens is going to keep it now. He's going to lunge ahead for the touchdown. And the Huskies with their first touchdown of the season. 2nd and 4 for Siemens. Pressure from Alberta. That's complete. And now an opportunity here for the Huskies to the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Baker. And that will be complete for a Huskies touchdown. Sam Baker, his 2nd of the night. The running back, Mackart, gets in for the touchdown. Nias over the middle, looking to the end zone, and that is hauled in. End zone, getting his hands on the ball. Joseph Trumpy. The Huskies first into the win column here tonight. It was all Huskies tonight. 42-0. Your final in Saskatoon.
Two teams who made a statement in week 1, meeting here in week 2. For the Manitoba Bisons, they went toe-to-toe with the number 6 ranked UBC Thunderbirds. Meanwhile, Saskatchewan had something to prove after being ranked number 6 in the Canada West preseason coaches poll.
You know, we know what we're going to get in Kyle Siemens if you're the Huskies, but the question heading into week 1 was who's he going to be throwing the ball to now that Mitch Hillis is no longer there? And we got our answer in a hurry last week, and it's a guy that we kind of expected in Sam Baker.
Baker down. Looks like it's an upper body, potentially shoulder injury.
But yeah, definitely there as they take off his gear very gently. That does not look good.
And after a little bit of a slow start, Justin, things completely blew up offensively.
They really did. We got a shootout on our hands here. Look at these plays being made in the first half. Lots of athleticism on display, and oh, by the way, speed. The Bisons were able to answer the Huskies, though, and come back and get their offense rolling as well.
Tied at 1. I don't want to disagree with Coach Fleury when he says it's been a good game, but I will. It's been a great game so far, and I'm excited for the second half. Gets the ball, makes one man miss. Here's Tyler Chow. Is he going to take it to the end zone? He is! Looked over the middle. Now he's going to go over the middle, and how about that? Wide open, Colton Clausen. So now, for the first time in this game, possibly the first time all season, first real adversity they faced here, but they were up by 14, and now 2 minutes later, all of a sudden, it's a tie game. Touchdown, Huskies! How about 3 touchdowns for Colton Clausen? And that ball picked off with an opportunity to go the other way for Peyton Hall. Hall's going to be tracked down from behind. It doesn't look like it. Peyton Hall's going to take it all the way back to the house, and that'll almost seal it for the Huskies. Catelier on his knees in defeat. Huskies are going to win it. Josh Haggerty, the final nail in the coffin of a Bison team that refused to go away.
Decisive win in week 1, another win in week 2 over a Canada West opponent, and a decisive one as well. Proving some doubters wrong maybe from the preseason rankings.
Well, you know what? The last 2 seasons we've started 2-0, and we've kind of, this means nothing. Like 2 games means nothing. We got 6 more. No one respects us, and we know that. So we got to play every game like we're the 100th seed, because we know no one respects us. So this is a good feeling, but we just got to keep rolling.
Well, don't let those 3 touchdowns knock that chip off your shoulder.
Yeah, thank you very much.
$37-28 will be your final.
That is game. 33-20. This one will go into the books as the U of S Huskies beat the Regina Rams.
So the final score will be the Dinos 33, the Huskies 13. Saskatchewan falling it to 3-2.
And that's going to do it. The UBC Thunderbirds have just defeated the Saskatchewan Huskies 20-10.
Work it, make it, do it, makes us Saturday in Saskatoon, the Saskatchewan Huskies welcome the Manitoba Bisons. The last time the pair met was back in Week 2 when they combined for 94 points as Saskatchewan escaped Winnipeg with a 48-46 road victory.
Head coach Scott Flory says Siemens will start against the Bisons this weekend. In fact, he told the fifth-year QB as much right after the UBC loss. While Flory maintains Nyes has a bright future, the Huskies is Siemens' team.
Siemens throws out to the far side to Chow. Touchdown, Huskies! Left side, Chow, can he get in? Can he get in? Yes, he does! Touchdown, Saskatchewan! More problems on the snap as Ybarra has some trouble. And is this going to be a Husky touchdown? It is! This one will go into the books as a 27-4 win for the U of S Huskies, who move to 4-3 and clinch a playoff spot.
The Regina Rams and Saskatchewan Huskies will clap. There's plenty on the line for the Huskies, who with a win will put pressure on UBC in the race for second place.
There's the throw to Clausen, and he's got it, and he gets away from Court to Lind. Clausen will turn it up to 20, and he's going to be into the end zone for a U of S touchdown. Here's Chow with a couple of nifty moves. Chow with a dash to the end zone. Siemens dumps this ball off to Adam Mackert, who's making some things happen. Mackert, touchdown! On second down, the throw to the end zone, it is caught. Touchdown Huskies as Coons makes the grab.
A 2-month journey comes down to just 2 more weeks on the road to the 82nd Hardy Cup. With home field on their side, UBC looks for another championship shot, but in their way is a pack of Huskies hungry to end a Saskatchewan playoff drought. A berth to the 82nd Hardy Cup on the line, next on the Canada West Football Showcase.
It is a rainy and cool afternoon here at Dave Sidhu Field in beautiful Vancouver, or what Vancouver people call perfect football weather. Now, if you rewind all the way back to the beginning of the season, these two teams were unlikely foes in the Hardy Cup semifinal as the University of Saskatchewan was ranked dead last in the coaches' preseason poll. And with the start that UBC got, nobody thought they were going to make the playoffs. For the T-Birds, they have a chance at going through their 4th straight Hardy Cup final. And for the University of Saskatchewan, they haven't won a playoff game in almost 10 years. And for most of the players on the University of Saskatchewan, that's ancient history, because if you think about it, most of those kids would have been in grade school the last time the Huskies did win a playoff game.
And UBC has started this game with physical play. This is what Blake Nill needed from his team. I would have given Saskatchewan the edge in the toughness factor for this game, but right now UBC is winning that battle.
Flags down as the ball snapped, and wide open is Cummings in the end zone. We'll see what the flag is, but UBC on the Ben Cummings reception is in the end zone. 7-0 UBC lead here in the opening quarter over Saskatchewan.
If they can rattle off 6, 7, 8 yards on first down, it opens up that playbook. It's going to be a tough day for the U of S if they can't stop them on first down.
And now O'Connor going deep for Pinto. He's got it at the 15, trying to get his way to the end zone, but is brought down from behind by Josh Haggerty.
You need to be able to have guys in front of Terrell Pinto. You need to get your hands on him. If you let him run free, he's going to make plays, and sometimes they're big plays like this.
And he will pass on second down to the end zone, and just out of the hands of Pinto. So how big is this to limit what could have been 7? They were first and goal to now just a field goal attempt from Hutchins. Siemens to his right, now throws right over the middle, and catching it is Colton Clausen. Clausen with some open room as he gets inside the UBC 25. And so now the Huskies trying to get on the board for the first time today. And now the ball is dropped on the snap. Offside called.
British Columbia, number 31.
That's a huge turn of events.
First down.
After nearly losing the opportunity of the touchdown, now they get a fresh crack at it. Handoff is to Chow, and it's a touchdown for Saskatchewan on the board. Huskies kicker in, trying to tie the game now from 43 yards out.
Well, they've got Clausen on side here. They're going to try a bit of a trick play.
Oh, big play for Saskatchewan on special teams. Clausen recovers, and they get another turn with it. And off to Chow, this time to his left, looking for the end zone. Jumps in for the touchdown.
Tyler Chow with consecutive rushing touchdowns, and Saskatchewan has their first lead of the game. Field goal from Sean Stanger with 2 seconds left in the half, and so Saskatchewan on the road here in Vancouver with a 17-10 lead. There must be some confidence coming out of that locker room.
They can't let their heads get too big about that because UBC saw themselves down by a sizable margin last week, and they were able to mount a pretty impressive comeback.
We've been traded to some dandy playoff games the last few years, and this one looks like it's heading that way, and it is good. So we have a tie ball game, ball at the 4. We're down to 1:50 left in the fourth quarter, and they're in motion. O'Connor looking to the end zone for Pinto. He's got it for the touchdown. Travell Pinto and the Thunderbirds have taken the lead again. UBC going for 2 and to make it a 7-point lead, and he's got it.
Surprise, surprise.
Is 28-21 UBC. Now a deep pass, 3 defenders are there, and it's Stavros Katsantonis with the interception at the 32-yard line. And with 1:15 to go, UBC leading by 7 has the ball.
This is by far the biggest 4 yards of their entire season.
Sharik Khan trying to get towards the first down, but he is brought down just short. 1st and 10, Saskatchewan from the 14-yard line, looking to tie. Takes the snap, and he will look towards the end zone. It is caught.
Touchdown.
It's a touchdown. And the Huskies are an extra point away from tying it. So it'll be the Thunderbirds who will get the first possession here in the overtime. To try to give UBC a 31-28 lead. This one is close, and it's wide. It is wide, and coming out of the end zone is Clausen, and so UBC comes out of it with nothing. Sean Stenger to win it for Saskatchewan. From 33 yards, the kick is up. It's got the line, and the Saskatchewan Huskies, for the first time since 2009, are off to the Hardy Cup. The drought is finally over for Saskatchewan, the first playoff win for head coach Scott Flory. You can see the excitement on his face as he celebrates, and the Saskatchewan Huskies in the run of the UBC Thunderbirds of getting to the Hardy Cup championship game. And for the first time since 2007, Blake Mill team will not be playing for the Hardy Cup title.
This year. While they lost to Calgary both times in the regular season, the Huskies are looking to avenge those losses the same way they avenged their setback earlier this season to UBC, with a playoff victory. The last time the Saskatchewan Huskies played in a Hardy Cup final, many of their players were still in elementary school. It's been 9 years since the Dogs' last playoff victory, and they're feeling good after breaking that streak last weekend.
You've got to give full credit to Scott Flory hitting the ground running. He didn't think, I don't think, at least myself, that his turnaround would be this quick in Saskatchewan, changing over from the legend Brian Towers.
Hardy Cup is underway.
This time they'll hand it off to Colton Clausen, and Clausen for the touchdown! Intercepted! It's picked off and it'll be taken back by Lacombo! Tyler Chow with a touchdown, and the Huskies lead to grow. Touchdown, Huskies! This one's even bigger. Tyler Chow, touchdown again. And for the first time since 2006, Saskatchewan proving to be the best in the West.
Oh, I know you guys got some players. No, this is for you guys. All right, I'll carry it.
You're nervous.
Yes!